What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about Norway's quality of life. So, today I want to take a look at this Reddit discussion where somebody asked, what does it feel like to live in the country with the best quality of life in the world? And I thought this actually sounded like a really interesting question because it's true. Year after year after year, Norway scores very highly in quality of life and happiness. And as an American myself, I'm just curious to hear about what is that like in Norway? Does it just feel like paradise in Norway? Do you even think about this? Maybe you take this for granted? I don't know. But I just want to hear what Norwegians have to say about this. What does it feel like to live in a country with the best quality of life in the world? So let's take a look at some of the answers here from Norwegians, starting with, we are sorry, but we are on vacation this month. We are on vacation this month, and we can therefore not answer any questions. Kindly resubmit your question next month. I have learned a little bit about like Norwegian working, like work culture in Norway, and I wouldn't be surprised. I know this is a joke. Maybe this is a joke. I don't know. Maybe this is true. Norway, you're just all on vacation. Sorry. We have the highest quality of living for a reason because you're always on vacation. Oh my God. So true. Your entire service sector is in the hands of well-meaning but sometimes clueless youth the whole month of July. Is July when a lot of Norwegians go on vacation? July? And and you just leave the youth of Norway in charge while everyone goes on vacation? Is this actually a thing? Oh my God. Okay, I want some serious answers here. What is it like for Norwegians living in such a high quality of life country? It's awesome. I personally love it. But Norway is not for everyone. If you're a foreigner, don't get fooled by random indexes or data. There are pros and cons everywhere. Yeah, I suppose that's true. But I think for a lot of people in a lot of countries, the pros of Norway far outweigh the cons. Exactly. Just because you earn a lot of money doesn't mean everything else is perfect. Young people have a tougher time in Norway than the elderly. Younger people. Why is that? Okay. This is why I like getting into the details a little bit, hearing from Norwegians here. This is discussions that I don't really get to hear about. I'm so sick of the we earn a lot of money nonsense in Norway. If you're a software engineer, project manager, a lawyer, a doctor, you're earning more in other places in Europe. Really? I think the criticism here people are saying is that you can earn a lot of money in Norway, but the cost of living is also high in Norway. Interesting. That's kind of a criticism, which I didn't necessarily expect in this discussion. So in Norway, it feels safe. It feels like home. I can't think of a better way to put it. I think most people would say that about their home country for the most part. Now, I do think there's countries out there where legitimately a large part of the population is not happy and they actually wish that they weren't born in their country. Sadly, that does exist. I feel like for a lot of countries, um, like a lot of places in America, it feels safe, feels like home. Can't think of a better way to put it. Yeah. So I can relate to that. I'm sure I could live a more lavish lifestyle somewhere else. I could enjoy a better climate, better weather. I could experience more in regard to culture and social life. I could have a better selection of goods and services, and just be a little physically closer to the rest of the world. But that would all come at a great cost. So this person, this is not what I expected from this discussion. It almost feels like Norwegians, like your instinct when you hear somebody say, "Hey, Norway is like one of the happiest, best quality of living places in the world." Your reaction as Norwegians is to be like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! I mean, it's good, but there's some reasons why it's not perfect." Um, Almost like you're being humble a bit, which is very Norwegian, I think, to be humble and be like, what you don't see here are Norwegians saying, "Oh yeah, it's the best, it's the greatest, we are the best." You don't see that, which I think if other countries had such a high quality of life and so much praise, a lot of other countries would, probably not be as humble, would be like, yeah, yeah, we're the best. America certainly falls into that trap. A lot of Americans are like, yeah, America is the best. And we do a lot of great things, and we are a fantastic country to live in, and we do have a high quality of life. But I think as a culture, we're more willing to acknowledge that and almost brag and be like, yeah, it is great here. Whereas Norwegians seem to be a little more coy, a little more like humble, a little like, uh, I mean, these people are literally listing the cons of living in Norway. Like the bad, they're literally listing the bad things as a response to the question, what's it like living in such a fantastic country? Which is kind of funny to me. The climate and weather is tough. There's long, dark winters, lots of rain and snow. The summer is variable. All is forgotten and forgiven, though, when we get a few days of good weather. This is something, I think Americans don't even appreciate about America, is how fantastic our weather is and how mild our winter is. I never even thought about that until I started learning more about Norway and how tough it can be, climate wise, to live in Norway. Some parts of Norway live in darkness for months on end, and winter for months, and cold. In America, we complain about our very, very mild winter. When I have to put a jacket on, I'm like, are you kidding me? So, yeah, I don't think we even appreciate that. There's low income inequality. As someone else pointed out, this makes any kind of paid labor expensive. Most of us cannot afford to hire a gardener. We do most of the upkeep on our homes ourselves. Huh. This is my pet peeve I will always mention. Norwegians avoid giving criticism until they can no longer keep their annoyance in, and we are exceptionally bad at taking criticism. It's easy to get on someone's bad side, and many will be petty and vindictive. So don't get on a Norwegian's bad side. Okay, oh my god, really? Again, this is not what I expected this discussion to kind of go to, I have to admit. Let's look at some more. What's it like living in Norway, a country with a high quality of life? What is that like? What? This is in Norwegian? Okay. Norwegian to English? Here we go. Can I translate this? Ouch, I have an ear infection and I'm on holiday, so I don't feel I have a good quality of life right now. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry about that. I hope you feel better. Here we go. Here we go. It's absolutely effing great. Here we go. I'm just looking for some Norwegians to just brag. Just brag about how nice it is. It's fine. I give you permission. I don't live large at all, but I have safety. I'm safe from getting fired. I'm safe if I get sick and I can't get to work. I'm safe from getting ruined if I need medical services. That feels like a direct call out to America and our healthcare system, which has its problems. If you don't have health insurance in America, you are in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. Financial trouble. Anyway, I won't go down that rabbit hole too far, but yeah, this is a great thing about quality of life in Norway. You just feeling like uh, comforted and protected by your government. That if you get sick, you can't go to work. You can get medical care. I'm safe from crime. I'm safe. I'm safe from censorship, from silence. My kids are safe from getting shot at school. Now this just feels like a personal attack on America, which is fine. You know, I'm open to criticism, but how how did this discussion on how great is it living in Norway turn into, well, at least we don't get shot? How did this get flipped around on America? To that, I say it depends on where you live in the United States. Some parts of the United States are fantastic, safe. You never have gun violence at all. And other parts of the United States have more crime, more gun violence. The United States is such a big place. Sorry, I'm currently on a 12-month paid parental leave. Now we're just bragging, and I can't be reached. Please contact my other country people if it's urgent. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. It's just some bragging. 12-month paid parental leave. 12 months of leave. I mean, I can't even imagine. Here in America, we have our benefits are okay at work. I think compared to other countries, it's not that great. Like women on maternity leave can get like 1 to 3 months off of work. 12 months is insane. That definitely shows me why Norwegians have a high quality of life. A lot of these things Norwegians are saying, the benefits of living in Norway, the healthcare, the benefit, the parental leave, the vacations, the safety. Yeah, that's all making a lot of sense to me. Just like anywhere else, there's pros and cons, even in Norway. Norway has an amazing infrastructure, welfare, but, see, a lot. I respect this. I respect it. A lot of Norwegians in this discussion, like when asked, what are the great things about living in Norway? A lot of Norwegians really feel like you have to be fair and objective and list the good things, but also list the bad things. And I think that really kind of shows what kind of people Norwegians are. You're very humble, very objective, like very willing to talk about not just the good, but the bad, which is pretty cool that you're open minded on talking about that. People can be cold or distant or individualistic. Weather is terrible. You can have mild summers if you're into that. Any country with this infrastructure, with the amount of money Norway has with oil, could be good. I don't like listening to the romanticized story of Norway with the best quality of life. What does that even mean? Wow. Yeah, okay, this isn't just not what I expected, but this is interesting. At least for the Norwegians here. If you're Norwegian, feel free to leave a comment with your own thoughts on what it's like living in Norway, where the quality of life is statistically very good, very high, and people are statistically very happy compared to other countries. What is that like? Or what do you think about that? Because in this discussion, these answers from these Norwegians, a lot of Norwegians like don't even really want to talk about this, or straight up say that they don't like hearing this. Like, what does that mean? In my time that I've been around, I've never been more depressed and lonely. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And it's certainly not just me. That's the view that a lot of foreigners hold, and a good chunk of Norwegians. Really? Depressed and lonely? Is it because of the weather? Are we talking about, like, because of the climate, the darkness, and the winter? I know that can cause depression. But let's not act like Norway is a hellhole, because it's not. Norway is an amazing place to live. You can be worry-free once you're settled. This is just jumping all over the place. For me, I'm actually a little confused. I feel like Norwegians here are saying, hey, wait a minute, Norway is not that great for this reason. And then also saying, but Norway is amazing and great. That's a funny way to answer this question. It gets a little boring, actually. No drama means a lot of idle time. No drama. Well, as an American, let me tell you, I think we would love to have that problem of no drama. I'll take a walrus sinking private boats over the stuff that the rest of the world is dealing with. Yes. I feel depressed a lot. Oh man. Our healthcare is praised, but might be world class for general health, but our mental health in Norway does struggle. Really? Man, that's really sad to hear about, actually. I hate to hear that. But that seems to be like a very real answer a lot of Norwegians are saying. What's it like here? It's pretty okay. Those quality of life indexes don't take into account that you cannot have an army of what? Okay. I'm not even going there. Well, I don't know what the heck that's getting on about. Norway is like a box of chocolate. Like you never know what you're going to get. There's no other place in the world I would like to live other than Norway. It's expensive. Yes, it's cold. Yes, it's dark for many months. But we have strong workers' rights, low class divide, safe cities, strong safety net from the government, high gender equality, and so on. There's things we could do better, but Norway is pretty damn good. That is the perfect summary of what this discussion has been today. When Norwegians are asked, what's it like living in such a great, amazing place? According to the polls and the stats and the data, a lot of Norwegians seem to say, well, hold on. There's a couple things we could do better. We have our own problems. But overall, it's pretty great, and it feels like home. Is that a fair summary? I don't know. Feel free to let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like. Leave a comment with your thoughts on this question. What's it like to live in Norway, the country with the highest quality of life? What does that mean to you? Is it true? That'd be fascinating to hear from more Norwegians. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Norway and learning about Norwegian culture, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.